Okay, if you're not talking, I can put my plate down and I can shut down and do something else, people.
What else you got to do today, Randall?
Lot. Remember, I go to
I
church
mean,
tomorrow, so I got to read my scriptures.
oh, okay. All right. Well, have a good evening. I gotta
Thank you.
enjoy my day too.
Thank you.
Bye,
Anybody else?
cousins. Love y'all. Y'all the best.
You guys got anything to say towards what I was saying?
So you were just saying that you're the brand, people come to see you, or do you think they come for the entertainment?
All right, you can't have entertainment if I'm not the brand.
But is there a difference of them laughing with you versus laughing at you?
I think as a creator, we don't care. We don't. As long as we get the message out there and they're on our platform, that's the only thing that matters. Yep. Good question. See, I like questions like that, people. I like questions like that. They have meaning. They have feet. They have a function. Yep.
So because you're the brand, does that mean that you don't feel like the people who come actually to your platform also provide some type of substance?
They're not supposed to. Do you realize that they're not supposed to?
But they're the ones that's here supporting your
No, but
entertainment.
they're not supposed to. Can I give you a reason why?
Sure.
All right. Don't take this the wrong way, everybody. What I'm about to say, don't take it the wrong way, please. When your guys go to the circus, you go to see the elephants, you don't become the elephants. The minute you pass that line, security or the police will see you outside. The minute everybody has the tension on you and the focus is supposed to be on the entertainers, they ask you to leave. Just like when we go to Steve Harvey's show, right? And he's making a joke, and then somebody heckles. When somebody's heckling him, you have two brothers, or sometimes you have sisters, that go up to you and give you a warning. They shine the light on you and say, okay, let's not do that here. And if you don't listen, they come, they ask you to go outside, and you don't get your money back. Did you know that?
But still, you have to have an audience, right? You have to have an audience to be able to have shows.
Yeah, but my sister, who wants an audience with a bunch of clowns? You want to enjoy the experience, right? When people are next to you and you have a person screaming and yelling, you're preventing that person to enjoy the show. That's why I said to you, and I said to a lot of people, we have so many different creators here. The behaviors that people want. They have a platform just for people that like to rag on people. We know that. But they don't want to go there. They want to go to a platform where it's quiet so they can erupt to people can hear them. Nobody wants to be in a platform with people like them. No thief wants to see another thief. No hater want to be with another hater. Would you agree?
I'm not sure. I'll let somebody else respond. I have to think
All
about
right,
that.
anybody want to respond? What do you think about that?
Hey, Randall, what's the question?
The question is opposites attract, right? So if you're a troublemaker and you go into a person's life, it's not a troublemaker. You're there to cause trouble. We don't want you in there. You see? Go in the platform where people are troublemakers. They would love to have you in there. You see? If you are a hater and you go into a platform with people who are lovers, they're not haters, We don't want you in there. We want you to go to a platform where people hate. So what I'm saying, people should be in platforms that encourage themselves. You see?
In that aspect, it's more
Hold on,
like
I'm listening. Hold on, I'm listening to you, but I have to put this in the garbage. Okay, but I'm listening to you. Okay, I got to put this in the garbage. Go ahead, I'm listening.
I can just wait till you get back.
I don't want you to wait because that takes time away. I only have enough time to be on social
Okay,
media,
okay.
and then my battery.
In that
Hold
aspect,
on. Let
what
me tell
you
you
gonna
why.
let me talk or not?
No, but I'm going to tell you why. Because when my body, right, my battery dies, and then other people ain't going to be able to talk. So that's why I'm saying that to wait. I just wanted to tell you why. All right, go ahead.
In that aspect, it's like this. If I go to a platform that I'm not familiarized with, then whether they speak in hate or they speak in love, then it's up to me to either bring the same energy or change the energy. So if I come to your platform and you know, saying something that's not actually correct, then I'm not there to do hate. I'm there to inform you that you're not correct on what you're saying. You may feel differently, but I also feel differently about how you feel about what you're saying.
All right, can you hear me?
Yes, Randall.
All right, so I understand what you said, but did you understand what I said? You've got mail.
But just because you go to a platform that's speaking love, then my opinion of love is not the same as your opinion of love should be.
I don't think he's listening.
I don't
I
think
am
so.
listening. I'm listening, but I don't think you listened to what I said.
Hey, can
Hold
you
on for a second.
repeat
It's
what
been
you just
vibrating.
said? Can you repeat yourself?
Randall,
What is it?
just because
Yeah, put it this way. Thank you.
someone is speaking
All right,
of
guys,
love,
I'm going to respond to what you said, but I want to let you know I heard what you said, but you're not responding to what I asked you. What I'm saying to you, if you are in a platform of love and you're of hate, you shouldn't be in a platform of love, disturbing people. You shouldn't be doing that. You sitting down, people are sitting down talking, and you of hate, and you throwing apples at everybody and hitting everybody, screaming, messing up the whole vibe. You shouldn't be there. You should be in a room where people are just like you. And people don't like that because they don't get no attention. You see, that's what I'm saying. The same thing if you're in a room with haters and these people are lovers, we love each other. You shouldn't be in a room with lovers because you're a hater. You should be with your own kind. But people don't realize is that that's why people, that's, that's one of the reasons why we have jails, right? That's why we have jails and that's why we have mental facilities because personality disorder is evidently there. Why would you want to bother somebody that's not bothering you?
can I speak now?
Yes,
Okay. Have you ever been in a debate?
it's different if you're
Well,
going.
I just asked you a question. Have you
No,
ever
hold
been
on.
in
I
a
need you to
debate?
listen to me. That's different. So you're asking something that has nothing to do with something that I'm saying, and that's not good. If it's a debate, you go in a debate room with debaters, but you're not getting what I'm saying. These people are being quiet. They're enjoying themselves. You want to be noisy and bother people. No.
Okay,
If you
so
want to go, let me finish this so you can be on the same page. If it's a debate, it's a debate, right? You deal with the debate. But if it's not a debate, you don't belong in that room debating. And that's what I'm saying. You guys have to understand. You have a lot of platforms here. that you can go to. Don't go on platforms and bother people that's not bothering you. We don't want that. We had a person the other day, the woman just now talked about, she woke up and they had to do the amputee and they took her legs off. You got people making fun of her and everything like that. Don't do that to her. Then you have people that's blind or people are deformed. Okay? I had to learn that. We all had to learn that. And my hand is always the first one. To learn one is to teach one. Go ahead.
Randall, I go to a lot of platforms, good, bad, and indifference. It doesn't make a difference what if it's a good one or it's a bad one. It doesn't. Somebody gonna come in that room with a
And
difference
they
of opinion.
don't shouldn't be in there.
But why? Because it's an app. Everybody go
No,
where
you're
they
not
want to go.
understand. Big Deal is an app. No, Big Deal, it is an app. If you don't belong there, don't go in there. See, the attitude that you have is why the jails keep on getting bigger. And that's why medical hospitals of medication sells more medication. And that's why more people go in mental facilities.
And
If
that's why
somebody,
I've never been a part of any of it. Not a
well, what I'm
jailhouse, not a
saying,
I don't take
no, I'm just saying
medication
in
or
general.
anything.
I'm saying in general, leave people alone. I'm just saying, if nobody ain't bothering you and you want to come in there, oh, I'm trolling, go with the trollers, stay with them. Because I find it very interesting. Trollers don't want to be with trollers.
Trollers always with trollers.
No,
That's how
they
they
don't
learn
stay
how to
by
troll.
they don't stay by themselves. They go out and they bother people.
That's how they learn how to troll, Randall.
No, but I'm saying you don't do that. It's wrong.
You want to sit and say what people should and should not do,
Well, I
right?
will tell you what's right and wrong, and if you don't know and you want to justify that, you don't belong in this group. You
It's
belong in
not
the
a
group.
justification. It's just
No,
saying
listen to me. If you can't register what I'm saying, you don't belong here. You belong with people just like you. You need to be in a room with people that think like you. You don't need to be in this room because we don't think like that.
it's a lot of people don't think on my level,
Randall,
Then
just
guess
because
what?
somebody
Have you? Hold on,
doesn't
hold on,
agree doesn't mean
hold
they're
on,
wrong.
hold on. Listen, I'll be with you in a second, sis. Hold on. You said they're not on your level, so why don't you try to form a group to match your level?
why don't I
Why don't
do
you
it?
do that? Why don't you try to form a group that will match your level?
When people got jobs, they can't.
Stop for a second. I'm not there with you. Stop. If you say people, right? I need you to think.
I
I need
say
you guys
it's
to
a
think.
lot of people. I didn't say everybody.
No, I'm saying you got to find people like you.
That's
To have
why
a
I
group.
go to different platforms.
No, but I'm saying you can tell a platform by reading the platform, right? And once you
So,
know that's not
Randall,
your
you don't
platform,
want people on here that disagrees with you? Is that what you're saying?
no, sis, I'll be with you in a minute, and you'll hear what I'm saying. So
She can go
once,
ahead, Rand. I'm through.
no, I don't want you to be through. I want you to realize, sis, look, if you go right and have a conversation, right? Let's say you go to Yale, right? There's a chance you're not going to go to Princeton because you belong to Yale, and if you go to Princeton, you're not going to go to Yale. Why? Because all your studies are in Princeton or all your studies are in Yale. What happened, a lot of times people go to college and they sit with people in high school and they wonder why they didn't advance. And that's not all people. I'm just saying, if you want eggs, you got to go to the egg rack. Okay? You can't go to a potato rack. All right? You can't. You want oranges, you got to go where the oranges are. You want bananas, you got to go where the bananas are. That's what I'm saying. Here, this part right here, this group here, we're about love. So when people come in here with the screaming, the yelling, and I ask them very nicely, and I tell you, people, we don't do that, and they curse me out, I'm just having them get out of here because we don't do that. I don't deserve that. I don't come for nobody, but they come for me. Oh, we're trolling. No, you're not trolling. What you're doing is really, if you put the words, you're harassing me, and that's a misdemeanor. You see? So it has nothing to do with, oh, this is social media. No means no, right means right, wrong means wrong. And there's no justification that passes that. That's what I'm saying, my sister. Thank you for letting me talk to you. Did you want to say something else before the other person comes in?
No, I'm through, Randall. Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate you letting me talk to you. The person that said something, I think there was a woman first and then the dude. Let me hear from you.
Yeah, I was just saying, like, what it sounds like is that you're saying this platform isn't for people who disagree with you, even though you're not using those words. That's the context that I'm getting.
Say that again slowly, please. Say that again.
It sounds like when you were talking to that woman that you're saying that basically people who come in and disagree with you, this is not the platform for them. You didn't use those
100%.
exact words.
Yeah, 100%. I agree with you. And that's what I'm
So,
saying.
but
Hold on. Let me respond. I know you probably was surprised that I said that, right? Was you surprised I said that?
no, because I know
All right.
you.
All right. So if you know this is what we do, why try to change it?
I want you to see the error in that. That's why.
No,
That's not
that's what I'm
okay.
saying. How? Let me ask you a question, and I'm going to show it in a different way. And I want everybody to listen. I want everybody, please, to listen. Let's try it in a different way.
People who
If
want to
it's a
come up,
sign,
Rando.
I know I'm going to bring them up, but I want to say this first. If you see a
Okay.
sign in the store, it says vanilla ice cream only, and you come in there trying to push chocolate ice cream, you don't see that's wrong? Hmm? Are you there, miss?
Yeah,
She's
sorry. I'm here. So if it says vanilla and I don't think that's the same. I don't you
It is, sis. It
can
is. It is. It is the same. You should be where you, if you're going to ask for vanilla ice cream, you should be where vanilla ice cream is. If you're going to ask for chocolate, be with chocolate. If you're going to want strawberry, be with strawberry. The problem is people will walk into a store and start screaming and yelling, and there's a sign right there. We only sell vanilla ice cream. Well, you should sell vanilla ice cream. You really ain't such a, you see? But there's a sign right there on the door. We only sell vanilla ice cream.
Can I show you the fallacy in your thinking, please, sir?
Yeah, after she's finished,
No,
right?
I'm done.
All right,
Thank you,
yeah.
Project. Go
Well,
ahead.
all right, but remember, Project Man, I'm hearing what you say. Remember, my sister, I'm hearing what you say. But when it knocks on your door, right, you can't say anything. All right, and let me make it clear, right? There's a sign out that door. It says if you don't have a key to this room, don't open the door. And you're trying to open the door, but there's a key there that says, right? There's a key that goes in there, but it says if you
Excuse me,
don't have a
Mr.
key,
Webb. I'm sorry.
hold on, people. It says if you don't have a key, do not go in there, and you're still trying to go in. See, we all don't think the same, but that's why I keep people with me that think like me, and people that think like other people, I keep away from me, and that's what I do. So it don't make sense. If we don't bounce, you don't need the next to be with me.
And
You don't
that's
need to be the
incredibly
next person.
that's
And that's what I
incredibly
tell people.
problematic. That's
That's what I
problematic,
tell
though.
people. Go ahead, my brother.
Yeah, and thinking like that, wanting to be surrounded with people who only think like you and have the same, mind frame and mindset as you. That's what leads to bigotry and racism and prejudice.
Well, I never seen it that way. You know, the Bible tells me don't be unequally yoked. All right. If we have
Okay,
nothing in
that that
common,
that
hold on,
that that
hold on.
verse has nothing to do with
You have to
this.
If you
use
say
common
so,
sense.
excuse me, if you say so, that's on you, my brother. But I'm saying for me, if I graduate from high school and you didn't graduate from high school and you don't want to hear about high school, we are not the same. We don't have a common ground. Just like that girl, Angel, when Angel said she did not like Christians, right? She said she did not like Christians. I said, well, I'm a Christian then, bye. And then had to take off being a mod. You see? Because if you're not with me as a Christian and you don't believe in Jesus, you don't need to be with
Okay,
me.
All right. So let me break it down in a way you might be able to absorb better. Let me use food, for example. You like to use food analogies. So let me use food analogies. If cultures never mixed, if we only just stayed with people that think or eat the same things that we eat, we would only ever eat the same thing every single day. We would not know about Italian food and Mexican food and Asian food. We would only eat meatball heroes all day, every day, because we only want to know about meatball heroes, and we won't know the majesty and the rainbow of the culinary world because we are so simple minded as to think, I don't want to know anything but meatball heroes.
All right, but look, Project Man, I don't think you heard the whole story about what I said. All right, so let me say it again. You have a person that comes in here and curses me out. I don't do nothing to that person. That person shouldn't be in my room. I ain't do anything to the person. But what they do, they go around cursing people out. What they do, they go on lying. What they do, they go pulling the fire alarm and there's no fire. They are unbalanced. Those are the people I'm talking about. I don't need them next to me. What do you think?
Okay, again, that allegory is not compatible with the story you're trying to tell, but I understand sort
How
of
is
where
it?
you.
Okay, how do you say that? I'm just curious. How do you say that when that's what I'm saying? People who are,
Well,
I can give you an example. I can give you
hold
an
on, wait a minute.
example.
Let me
so
finish
and
him for a
so.
second. Hold on. Project
Okay.
Man, how could you say that when I'm saying to you guys, look, I was minding my own business. Okay. This woman comes in here, curses me out, says all this stuff. She doesn't know me. I don't know her. You see what I'm saying? And then another one comes in, and another one comes in, and I don't know them. I don't want those people around me.
So
That's what I'm talking
you're
about.
right. You're right. There is definitely a pattern there, and if we were to look at the pattern and look at the common denominator, if I have a live, if I start a live in the next minute, and I have a number of people coming in and saying disgusting, vitriolic things and spewing hate at me, and it's every single person has a problem with me, I am that common denominator. So
Only if you got to remember, yes, you are the common denominator only for negativity because you probably are doing positivity. But you got to remember what I said. If you never did anything to the person, this is the part people are not following. I need to say it again to everyone. Listen, if you never did anything to anybody, right? If you never did anything, that's where bullying coming from, right? Somebody just bullies a person. The person, first day of school, not bothering nobody. This guy keeps on bullying him. You know what I'm saying? Or a female. So that's what I'm saying here. If a person never did anything to you, now just look at me now. If I never did anything to you, right, and you come for me, all right, then I'm saying I don't want you to be around me. If I did something to you, by all means, but remember, for everything has a beginning and everything has an ending. That's what I'm talking about.
okay, that was okay. That was exactly what I figured you were going to say. VJ, what was that example you had, please?
All right, did you understand what I said, sir?
It's not worth me arguing about.
Thank you. I
VJ,
appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you. Sis, go ahead. What you was going to say?
So I was going to say the example I was going to give is the woman that was just in here. She was not cursing you out. She may have disagreed with you, but she was doing it in a very respectful manner, and you
No, I
still
was not
told her she
talking
didn't
about her.
belong here.
I was not talking about it. I was talking about
But you're generalizing
no,
everybody
no,
to be the
no, no.
same.
I'm saying people with bad behavior. See, that's what I'm saying. You guys are picking up something different. When a person comes in here and disrespects me, all right, and I say a person curses me out, right? That girl that always comes in here, that guy that always comes in here, and they don't know nothing about me, and you guys know. in that part of the universe. You guys know this person just started doing it, right? And constantly do it. And you, better example, people that take a cell phone number or a house number that you know is being used for emergency purposes only, and you get on that phone,
Sorry to
right?
interrupt, but can I record this live, please?
What?
May I record this live, please? Sorry
Yes,
to
please
interrupt.
do. Yeah, please
Okay,
do.
I'm gonna start recording.
Okay, thank you for asking.
All
And
right.
the person comes and they know, right? I'm talking about a real thing, and they know that that phone number has a yellow paper next to it, and we know what the symbolic yellow means, caution, right?
Yellow paper is it's a post-it note. Those are yellow.
Now I'm saying the way it was done, so people know what that phone is. See, in my house, everybody knows what, because we have it in red, right? We have it in yellow, we have it in red, we have it in green. Each number symbolizes what it is. It's like a color code, color coded, color coded. And then we
There
have
we
a
go.
paper. Then we have a paper that tells you what red stands for. So if we see a number in red, we know what that stands for. If we see it in yellow, and even though I told the people, right, I said, please do not use that number. And these kids, these adults, was calling that number because I made a mistake, and I let you guys see it, right? And I said, please don't do that, because I'm gonna have to change the number. And once again, I want to say, everybody who gave me money to change the number, thank you. The number is changed. Call me up, and I'll give you the new number. But make sure it's used for a crisis number. Because you notice you don't hear the phone ringing, right? The only time that phone rings is when it's emergency. You got to get me. And I know whatever I'm doing, I got to stop. And I told you guys this before. People like that, I don't want next to me. You see, people like that, I don't. People that take a fire alarm and pull it and think it's funny and run across the street, I don't like people like that around me. So I don't stay with people like that. That's what I'm talking about.
So,
People,
Mr. Randall, to be
that's what I'm
honest,
saying.
is it that you don't like people like that, or is you just don't like people telling you the truth?
No, I'm just saying,
Well,
that's a different thing. Telling the truth
that's the
is one
same
thing.
thing.
No, listen what I'm saying. When people do
See, you
wicked
never
things,
want to give accountability for your actions.
excuse me, how do I hold? I'll talk to you in a second, all right? I'll
Okay.
talk to you in a few minutes. So I just
Yes,
want to
sir.
say, thank you. I just want to say to people, look, you got to understand what I'm saying. That phone number that we used for 35 years that people was playing around with, and they ain't seen nothing wrong about it. I had to change that number for the safety of the life of others. People may not justify it, people may not care about it, but people like that I won't keep around me. That's what I'm saying. People like that. Do you understand, my sister?
Yeah, I understand. You don't want people
Hold
that
on. The
tell
other
the
lady
truth.
that was talking. The other lady that was talking. You
VJ, he's
understand?
talking.
Yeah, I understand.
That's what I mean. I'm not talking about the other person. It's like when Nadia comes in, and she comes in out of nowhere and she just curses me out. I never
But
did
you knew
anything.
that didn't just happen like that,
No,
Randall.
that's
There
what
was a
we.
whole build up. There was a build up to
No,
that.
I never did anything to her. That's what I'm saying.
That's not.
If you look at the starting, never did anything to that person. That's
Randall,
what I'm
we've
saying.
been here since the start. That's what we're
No,
saying.
I'm
A lot of
saying,
us have been here since day
sis, I
one.
never did anything to her. Look at when she first came in. Never. I wouldn't lie about that.
So you're saying people just came in and started cursing you
Yes,
out, Randall? That's not how it
yes,
went. No, that's not you.
sis.
You opened the
Sis,
door for that.
no, I didn't, sis. So that's what I'm saying. People like you, when I tell you I didn't do it and you argue and say I did do it, I said keep that to yourself and do investigation. But if you keep on saying I did, when I didn't, then I ask you to leave. Because
Thanks, y'all.
the fact of the matter, if you do your research, you'll find out. The first day I came, I said nothing to nobody and people lied on me. All right? It was jealousy. That's the key word. Jealousy and envy. That was it. It wasn't no more than that. So that's what I'm saying. When your guys say something, after a while hearing it over and over again, and you still do the same thing, and you're looking at a video, do your research, find out something. And then once you find out, it still doesn't change the fact you was wrong. It changed to the fact that now you got to look at yourself and say, why did I say this? Sometimes we get caught up on it. Count me, my hand always goes up, but I'm a lot different now than I was before. And I don't care what anybody says because I know me and I know what people tell me. I stick with people that tell the truth.
Okay, I'm gonna pass the mic.
Hold on for a second. When people I talk and then they say, oh, pass the mic because they don't want to hear my truth, that's all right. But what I'm saying, people, I am the product. When I'm saying I am the product, you'll come to see me, I give you respect. But if you can't recognize the problem and you jump on me and everybody else is saying, yo, check this out, Gillis is right, I can't have you with me. Because if you can't see something, we always say it can be 100 people in the room. To save 100 people, we get rid of that one person. And that's the reality. I'm not going to let the whole bag of grapes get rotten because one bad grape. We getting you out of here. First, we'll try to talk to you. After that, we got to get you out of here. And that's what I'm saying. Go ahead. The other person wanted to talk. Go ahead.
Miss Loyal, I believe you were up.
Mike, it's no sense.
Okay. Well, I'm still curious as to why you would keep a suicide awareness or suicide helpline number secret. That seems kind of counterintuitive.
You got to remember, it's not secret. People knew it. But you remember, hold on for a second. My brother, hold on for a second. Catch what I said.
All right.
It's not secret. People knew it. But you know how somebody sees something on social media, if it's your pill bottle, if it's your food, whatever it is, they're going to talk about it. Nobody would have ever seen that number if I didn't protect the identity of my home attendant.
Okay.
Always remember that. Hold on. Okay. Remember that.
Let me repeat. I want to repeat.
Hold on. Remember that, everybody. I did not want you to see the home attendant because when you see it, remember what your guys do. You take a picture of it and then you walk around with it and you say you're so-and-so, and that makes people uncomfortable.
Yep, I can respect that. So that's
why I moved the camera real fast.
Okay.
And I forgot the number was there.
Okay. I can respect that. You wanted to hide that, give that person anonymity to protect them. That's very gentlemanly and chivalrous of you. So in order to hide their identity, you mistakenly showed the number that everyone already knew.
No. The only people that knew that number was the people that called that deals with mental and suicide. Nobody on TikTok knew that number. Nobody.
Okay, so if someone is having these suicidal ideations and they don't know your number,
remember, every church has their own. You remember I told you that? And everybody knows suicide prevention. Everybody knows you dial 999, 9991. You can text 9991. Everybody knows. It depends on what borough you're in. Some boroughs are, hot line, and you dial the whole word. So what I'm saying, we have a number. It is something that we do. You see what I'm saying? As pastors, as spiritual leaders, as Christian counselors. This is what we do out of our heart. We don't turn around and just give out the number widely. Then you can't use the number. You got to use common sense, people. You got to use common sense.
That would be like 911 not telling people that their number is 911 to keep it secret, but saying that they want people to.
I don't understand you.
It's you have an emergency number for a vital service, and you're saying only certain people know this number, but it's an emergency number. So that's
and you don't realize with the original number that your guys call, right, for emergency, is a doggy number. Did you know that?
Is a what number?
A doggy number.
A dorgy?
Doggy.
A
Doggy?
doggy number?
Yeah, it's abbreviation. Other words, they don't give you the real number, because if they give you the real number for suicide hotline, what happens, you'll blow up the number. So if you call the suicide hotline number, right? If you call the suicide, everybody listen to me. If you call the suicide hotline number, you have a person that picks up the phone to make sure you're not playing around. And then when you're not playing around, they say, hold please, and they switch you to the new one, or they switch you to another one, or they switch you around. You don't realize that people, that's why a lot of times when you call, it takes time before the call goes through. It's not like 911, right? It's not like 911 where you turn around, you call 911, and 911, how can I help you? All right? Those are operators in 911. They're right there, 911. But when you're dealing with private security firms, you're dealing with governing agencies, you're not calling the direct number. You're calling a doggy number. So if you really need something, right? If you really need something, then they will switch you. So you guys don't know that.
You don't think that people prank call 911?
You're not understanding what I'm saying.
Yeah, Randall, you're being very
Okay.
circular in this.
No, you're not understanding what I'm saying. I'm saying you get on the phone and you do pranks, right? But not necessarily when you call that number is the original number. That's what I'm saying to you. Yes, indeed, the person says 911 wants their emergency, but that call doesn't go through until they identify it's a real call. Then it goes to another person. Hold, please. Switch, please. And they're typing right next
Well,
to
if they can identify
Hold
it,
on, my
why do
brother.
you have all?
Hold on for a second. Hold on for a second. So while they're stay on with me, and then we go to the next one. Okay, thank you. All right. So when you're typing, the switchboard, right? When you're typing the keyboard, is another piece on that keyboard where you switch to and you hit, and then it goes to the other screen.
Mr. Randolph.
So I just want people to realize.
I'm sorry.
You're all good. I just want people to realize you can say what you want,
But
but the
did I
only
miss
thing I can tell
anything?
you is what I know.
Have arrived.
Okay? I can only tell you what I know. You can tell me what you know, but that's all it is. That's what I'm saying. You can say what you say, but I can only tell you what I do. You see what I'm saying? We may not agree, but at the end of the day, you got to remember this is my phone. All right? This is my phone number. This is what I do. Okay? The last shopping cart for all the
But
waters.
understand, Randall.
Hold on.
The time that you say someone's playing on the phone and all of these things, you wouldn't want to be in that because I wouldn't want to.
Hello. Let me finish, please. Let me finish, please. So what I'm saying to you guys, you got to remember, this is my phone number. This is mine. I do what I want to do with it. All right? So you don't question it. It's mine.
And that's
if I wanted to turn it off, if I wanted to turn it on or turn it off, it's mine. You're getting so deep in something, but you got to remember, I'm the product and it's my phone. If you're going to get deep in something that's yours. Don't get deep in something that's another man's. Like somebody will turn around and say, oh, he's getting mad now. No, I'm not getting mad. In reality, your guys get deep on something. It's only one chair, right? You want to sit down, bring a portable chair. Then you can sit where you want. But we only said we only have one chair. So give the respect to the person it belongs to. Don't pick the person apart. But if you want to, but remember, after you do so much picking, the person's going to say, excuse me, I'm the brand. And excuse me, no disrespect. The phone belongs to me. I do what I want to do.
Respectfully, you're asking us for money to get you a new phone number.
No. Hold on. We can go there next. People that did not contribute can't say nothing. Just keep it real. If you ain't contribute to the phone, you can't say a word about the phone. Let's keep it real. You think you're entitled? I'm just talking, people. I'm just talking. No disrespect to anybody. You think you're entitled to something that you didn't pay for? If you didn't contribute to it, you're not entitled to it. Let's keep it real. I think entitlement on social media is used so wrongly. All right, you want to talk about something, make sure you have been about it. Make sure you gave for it. Because if you gave not a dime, don't speak about it. Because that's very
So
hypocritical.
this is
Hold
how
on,
true
people.
pastor,
Hold on, because we're talking
how
truth
true
here.
pastor acts.
Hold on, we're talking truth here. If you didn't pay for it, don't ask about it. Don't even talk about it.
So you
And I'm
gotta
just saying
pay
that to everybody. Hold on,
But
people. I'm
you're
saying that
bringing
to
your business
everybody.
on social media.
No, I hope people listen. You can say what you want to say about social media, but remember, social media comes with its own rules and regulation. But let me ask you a question. Can I ask you a question?
You can ask me anything. I don't have anything to hide.
Check
I
this out.
stand in my.
All right, can you hear me? Are you there?
I'm here. I'm not deaf.
All right, check this out. Now, if you look at community rules, it tells you not to do that.
Not to do
Okay,
what?
when you look at
If you look at
God's
community
rules,
rules,
you
if you look in,
what
hold
you're
on.
doing.
If you look in community rules, it tells you to mind your own business.
No, it does
Now,
not.
hold on.
You
Hold
literally
on.
just made that up.
Where
Hold
do you
on.
find these? Where
Yeah,
do
that's
you
not the
find
rule,
Hold
this
on.
at?
officer.
Hold on.
That's
Look
not
at
Where
the
do you
community
rule.
find
rules
this at?
before you
It's
tell me
the
no.
product.
But this is
And
why
people's
this is why
product.
I drop people. This is why I drop people, because what you do, you lie on me, but you didn't even read it in community rules. Let that be a
I read the
warning.
community rules. I
I
read
didn't
it.
read that in the
Now you got
community
to read the
rules. I
whole
didn't read
community
that.
rules. All right.
I think
If
you read the
you
same
say
one.
something, hold on, people. Right. If you say something wrong about a person and it's not true, that's against community rules.
No, it's not.
All right. Let me ask you a question. How much money you got, my brother?
Oh, I have $3.27 to my name, Randall.
You got Cash App?
Do I have Cash App?
Yeah.
No, I do not have Cash App.
Because I was gonna make a deal with you. I would show you where it says it, but I want the $3.89 sent to me.
I'll send it to you just like you sent Chaos that $5 that Beth, the imaginary
Oh, wait
secretary
a minute, my
lady.
brother. Let's be real, my brother. Let's be real. I
Oh
told
my
I,
God.
I told Chaos. See, now you're lying. You're lying on my name. You're lying on my name. I don't like that. I don't like that. Don't lie on my name. What was said? He wanted $5, and it was a woman who was pregnant that needed money for formula. Who would you give the money to first?
Bro, it's
Tell
been
me,
two
ladies.
years and y'all still dealing with this
I'd
dusty
like to
old
know where
liar.
they gonna get. I'd
My
like to
brother,
know where they gonna get
hold
baby
on, hold on,
formula
hold on.
for.
My brother that called me a liar, keep on talking. This way TikTok can take your page.
It's been 2 years.
Yeah,
You
keep on
low
talking.
intelligent people are
Keep
still
on
dealing with
talking.
this man.
Come
You
on,
guys
keep on
have the
talking.
lowest intelligence ever. If y'all are still dealing with this man after 2 fucking years, you guys are wild.
Nobody gonna say
That was
back
not
to?
Christian.
All right, so what I said before, the question to you is
Formula
this.
costs like $40, not $5, and
A
she was
Yeah.
can.
pregnant.
We're talking about a small can in the bodega. A small can in the bodega is $4 and change in my neighborhood. So my question to
Well,
you, hold on.
68.
Who would you give the money to? Would you give it to the woman who's pregnant and needed a can of formula for her baby, or would you give it to Chaos?
That's a very poignant and great question. So considering that Chaos is a real person and the lady you just made up is a fictitious person, I would have given
Bye,
the $5 to
bye,
Chaos.
bye, bye.
Oh
Moderators
shit!
block,
No,
forget him.
no.
Moderators block him and forget him and report his page. I don't like being called a liar, people. I hate it with a passion. Because when you lie on my name, that means as God comes, you don't get to go. Because a liar cannot make it in the kingdom of heaven. The Bible says, thou shalt not judge, because the same way you judge, God will judge you. So if you judge me wrongly, God is going to judge you wrongly. So I don't want no part of people like that. I don't. I don't know what your guys would do, but if it's a man asking for money that got a car, a woman who's homeless.
Randall, here's your reminder. Dental appointment to clean my teeth.
Okay.
Randall, here's your reminder. Dental appointment to clean my teeth.
Okay, I'll do that later. Thank you. All right, so what I'm saying to you guys, you have a guy, right, on social media, and then you got a woman in front of you that you can see, and she's pregnant, and she's homeless, and she's living in a shelter. Honest to God, who would you give the $5 to? Anybody? Who would you give the $5 to?
I would give it to the woman, Miss Window. Did I
Right, next.
mention that Males on Wheels has arrived? And I reckon that a lot of people have left alive.
No, we got people. We got people. It's just that when you lie, I will block you and drop you. I don't tolerate that. Because we was there. You see what I'm saying? We was there. Like a lot of people lie and say, oh, you never give candy to the kids. And then there's a video. And every time they tell that lie, I drop them and block them. And you got grown people acting like children. Anybody else want to respond to what I said? Who would you give
Yes,
the
and
money
that's what
to?
I have to tell some of the kids at my school that I used to be the principal
Can you
at.
stay
They
with me,
used to.
please? Hello, everybody stay with me. If not, you have another conversation we can talk about. But what I'm
Yes,
basically saying,
I was just piggybacking on that topic you just said. I'm
I know.
sorry.
No, it's all right. No worries. It's all right. But I'm just saying, that's the choice. Now, if you wanted to give the money to kids, and you know the thing that gets me, people, the guys and men who talk and the women who talk, they didn't give it to them, but they talk about me. That's what I'm talking about, people. You'll talk about what I didn't do, but didn't you have the same opportunity? After all, you guys got more money than me, right? You got Rolex watches, BMW, mini stores, right? Look at this, people. People that talk about, why didn't you do it? People just like to talk. All they do, talk, talk, talk. So we're going back to what I was saying earlier, people. What do you think about that when people just come on this platform, disrespect you, lie on you, and you ain't do nothing to them? What do you think we should do with those people? Anybody?
Why does the pregnant woman need formula? Is she drinking the formula?
Eventually, she has to have a baby, right?
So it wasn't a dire situation.
Excuse me. Eventually, she's right. She's gonna have a
You
baby,
full of
right?
shit. You're such a
I'm
liar.
asking you a question. If you can't
Yeah,
answer, I'm gonna drop it off.
eventually, yeah.
Now, so that means she had another baby, right? Do
So
we
there's
have to
another
spell it out?
baby.
Did I have to spell it out? She had another baby.
No, you're
You
just
need to
making it up as you go along. The woman never
bye,
existed.
bye,
Bye, bitch.
bye, and
Bye,
let a
bitch.
person. And we're gonna talk about you. You see how the person
Nobody gonna
tells me
talk
that,
about me, bitch. Talk
and you
about
see
your
that. I
blind,
keep on talking. I'm
cross-eyed.
waiting for them to take your page. Keep on talking. And this is what I'm talking about. What just now happened. I try to explain to the person, but in their mind, they think I'm lying. See, I can't think for people. Because somebody will tell me that story. I go back to, okay, she has a baby and she needs formula. There's a chance she has another baby. Oh, she's pregnant? Okay, there's a possibility she's going to have the baby soon. And a can of formula does have an expired date. You know, she probably building up like other women do, you know, getting her stuff ready because the baby is coming. I think all that stuff. But if your guys are wicked and devious, you're not going to think about that. That's why I say I don't want those type of people next to me.
I'm telling you, nobody wants to breastfeed in front of everybody. That's why they need formula.
Let me tell you guys a story, a true story.